Figure skating final presented by Kia Motors here in Tokyo. Here's the headliner, Yevgeny Plushenko of Russia, the 18-year-old three-time Russian champion, and he won this event last season. He has been nearly unbeatable this year. Lost to Yagudin in a competition here in Japan. It was not part of the Grand Prix series, though.
Plushenko will get right to it. The first jump, the quadruple toe loop. Perfect triple toe. He just doesn't miss.
He won the Nations Cup competition in Germany, won the Cup of Russia in St. Petersburg, his home, and he won the NHK trophy in Japan.
Strong with every movement, sharp. Steps into the triple Lutz. One of my favorite parts of the program actually is the step sequence. He actually comes out of his skates. He really goes after this. Showing the great conditioning that he has. Product from Yevgeny Plushenko. The required elements were there. The artistry was there. And the attack, excellent.
Well, the city doesn't matter. The venue doesn't matter. The stakes don't matter. Yevgeny Plushenko has just about been perfect all season long. He has been on fire throughout the year. What a way to get the Grand Prix final underway for the 18-year-old.
The quadruple toe loop, getting plenty of air. He really collects his limbs and creates that rotation, then checks out and starts up 3 more rotations with a great hand flick showing, yes, I'm in control. And he follows through with the great height on this triple axel. Very nice. Again, arm movements that show he's in complete control. Finally, the flying camel. Notice the extension of the leg. The knee is locked. Very good line. Horizontal to the ice. Nice.
He needs to bring an assistant for all the flowers out there. Just as he got off the ice, too, another wave of flowers came out. They're still coming out here. The flower girls are going to be working all night long to clear the ice. Plushenko with Alexei Mishin, his coach, who used to coach, of course, Alexei Yagudin. They used to be training partners, but not anymore. In fact, they don't speak to each other too often. The first set of marks now for required elements. Look at those in the 5.7, 5.8 range. In fact, almost all 5.8s. And now the second set for presentation, Peter. 5.8s, 5.9s for Yevgeny Plushenko, an extremely high standard. When we come back, the U.S. champion takes the ice, Timothy Gable. He had a gold medal and a silver in the Grand Prix Series this year. Now he skates for gold here in the final.
International Figure Skating, the world's largest and most complete magazine for the sport and art of figure skating. From Olympic champions to skating's brightest stars, International Figure Skating brings you on the ice and behind the scenes. Call 1-800-627-4052 to receive 8 issues for just $19. That's more than 50% off our newsstand price. Call 1-800-627-4052 to stay on top of the world of international figure skating.
Hi, Phil, Joyce. Okay, we got you down for 10 o'clock bedtime. We're ready to be counted.
Oh, I meant to call. We got a Serta mattress.
Oh, it's okay, guys. I'm sure Phil's just kidding. You're just kidding, aren't you, Phil?
No. See, our Serta's so comfortable. We don't need you anymore.
What are you talking about? Joyce?
Phil, I'd like to remind you, we do have a 2-year contract.
You'll feel the difference the moment you lie down. Serta. We make the world's best mattress.
Introducing new Mini Ritz. The great taste of Ritz, now in a fun pop-in-your-mouth size. They're a real handful. Also in tasty cheddar and sour cream and onion. Fill your mitts with new Mini Ritz.
See the 2001 World Figure Skating Championships, March 19th to 25th, live in Vancouver with Dash Tours. 6-night all-event packages or 3-night Final Four event packages, including tickets, accommodation, and optional airfare are available now, but seats are limited. For complete details and reservations, check the internet at dashtours.com or call 1-800-265-0000. That's 1-800-265-0000. One call and you're there.
All right, here's a tough one. Fish made from whole fillets or minced up, ground up pieces. I'm gonna go with the whole fillets. Wouldn't you?
Always whole fillets, never minced pieces. Only Mrs. Paul's.
Think about it.
New from Mrs. Paul's, delicious marinated shrimp with extra sauce and great recipe ideas to make endless amazing shrimp dinners.
That Mrs. Paul's, she's good.
Only the finest shrimp, always the way you love it. Only Mrs. Paul's.
You know Judy Garland as a legendary star who made millions. But you didn't know she lost it all.
I made that studio over $36 million, and you're telling me there's nothing? You're supposed to fight for me.
Now the story you never knew. Live with Judy Garland. ABC tonight, 9/8 Central.
The young bloods, the veterans, the legends. The NHL on ABC. Regular season coverage begins Saturday, March 10th. Check it out.
Welcome back to Tokyo. Over 28 million people live here. It is the largest city in the world, and lots of Mount Fuji off in the distance. Well, a reminder, next Saturday, the road to gold leads to Bratislava, Slovakia. Russia's rival ice queens, Maria Butirskaya and Arina Slutskaya, take the ice. Our coverage of the European Figure Skating Championships comes your way next Saturday at 2 Eastern, right here on ABC Sports. Meanwhile, the men's short program continues here in Tokyo. Yevgeny Plishenko has the lead, of course, over Matt Savoy of the U.S., but here's the U.S. champion, Timothy Gable, the 20-year-old from Rolling Meadows, Illinois, moved from Cleveland out to L.A., of course, at the end of last season, 11th in the world last year. And here he is at the Grand Prix final. He's had some tough practices this week. He has not skated well in practice.
Timothy Gable is definitely known for the quads. He's expected to do the quads, and he will open with his quadruple Saukow, left 3-turn, and he was not around on that. Falling toward the back of his skate.
Even though he won the gold medal at the national championships, he did not skate up to the standard that we are used to.
But he's got to reel it in here. Triple axel. And another fall. This is really a disaster for him to have two huge falls. Looking at 0.8 of a point.
Even more amazing when you consider that through the Grand Prix series, he had hit 7 of the 8 quads he had attempted.
Well, as you mentioned, his practices have been disjointed here in Tokyo. Triple flip, and when you're not skating well, it's tough to get the confidence factor up to skate at a high level.
Remember, all you have to do is be in the top 2 going to the super finals. That's after the free skate portion, the first 2 rounds. And the way the math works, here in the short program, if you're 5th or higher and you win that free skate, you automatically go into the top 2 and you can skate for the gold medal. So even with all the problems here, he's still alive.
But believe me, Timothy Gable falling twice in a short program is a real setback for him. That was unfortunate.
Well, the reigning U.S. champion is not happy right now, and he hasn't been all week. Things have not gone well in practice or here in the short program for Tim Gable. Plashenko leads right now. Matt Savoy right behind. We'll see what the judges put Gable in a moment.
Usually he has very good spring on the quadruple sow cow, but he just doesn't get around. And that is so unusual to see. He's usually complete with that rotation by the time he hits the ice. And you can see right here, watch where the body is. The left foot, you could see that it was not completed. 4 rotations were not there for him to land that. And then this triple axel, I just think that his concentration was not there, a lean, and that right foot just going out and a fall. Shocking.
And things have been quite chilly between Frank Carroll and Timothy Gable all week, not just the temperature here in Tokyo. They were seen a number of times during practice, quite animated after some of the falls by Gable, which is not unusual these days with athletes and coaches, but certainly things were not going well.
4.7.
Required element marks now 4.5 to 4.7. There's your first set.
Really losing out here on the required elements. It's clear that he's just so far below the standard that he is used to. And the judges are used to seeing him.
And now the presentation marks coming his way. So extremely disappointing marks for Timothy Gable, and that puts him all the way down in 4th place now. Up next, the 20-year-old from Russia, Alexei Yagudin. All he's done is win 3 straight world championships. Now he begins his quest for gold here in Tokyo after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
All right, boys, last card.
I'm gonna raise you $1.
You must have something, boys.
Just $1. Hey, don't you know about 10-10, 220? What?
Yeah, man, 10-10, 220. All calls up to 20 minutes, 99 cents.
Just 7 cents a minute after that.
All calls up to 20 minutes for only 99 cents?
See, $1 is worth a lot.
I'm out.
Me too. I call you.
Do you have any 5s?
Go fish.
Dial 10-10-220.
Why are there so many Hershey's Kisses in every bag? Because they go really fast. Little Hershey's Kisses, big chocolate taste.
Honey, did you know what you're drinking has good stuff like protein and vitamins? Did you know it can help you grow? What do you know?
It's yummy.
Pediasure is a source of complete balanced nutrition to help kids grow. But your child will only care about its improved taste. So if you're concerned your child's diet isn't providing adequate nutrition, ask your doctor about Pediasure in 4 great kid-approved flavors.
Did you know you're almost done?
One of these women uses Suave Professional's Awapui shampoo. The other pays more for Paul Mitchell Awapui. Both have hair that's shiny and soft. So who is who? If you can't tell, why should we? Suave, don't you look smart?
Europe's elite skaters compete to establish dominance before the World Championships. The European Figure Skating Championships, Saturday at 2 Eastern on ABC.
A mother's biggest fear is that her daughter will make the same mistake she's made.
You do not know what the world is like.
You don't know what the world is like!
Amy and Isabel strikes at the heart of that fear.
If people knew we were kissing each other, they really wouldn't understand.
Have you any idea how you've injured my child?
Oprah Winfrey presents Amy and Isabel, Sunday, March 4th on ABC.
We say yes. Florida No Fault is part of the Direct family that has over 300 offices across the Southeast. I'm Jackie Adair, and this ad is simple. We want your car insurance business. So how do we do it? We give you what you want. Switch or renew your car insurance to Florida No Fault and receive up to a 30% discount. Florida No Fault will deliver. So don't you think it's time you called Florida No Fault? Save a lot of money, Florida No Fault.
Use an ordinary pain rub on your arthritis, and everyone knows it. Use odor-free Aspercream instead and get clinically proven fast-acting pain relief nobody knows about but you. Aspirin-free Aspercream. Fast relief no one knows about but you.
You've got one busy day and 0 time for menstrual pain. That's why there's Pamprin. No other brand offers fast, long-lasting menstrual relief that's more complete. Now go ahead, take on your busy day with complete relief from Pamprin.
Exclusive. Kate Hudson's biological dad talks next Inside Edition.
This Wide World of Sports update brought to you by Speed Pass. Today's way to pay. It's free from mobile.
In ice dance here in Tokyo, it was Barbara Fusser-Poli and Maurizio Mogaglio of Italy taking on Ilya Averbuch and Arina Lobacheva of Russia. The one-on-one matchup with the Italians recently coming off a win at the European Championships in Bratislava. Fusser-Poli and Mogaglio cruised through the first 2 rounds, and then in the super final, they skated to the gold medal with ease. Fusser-Poli and Mogaglio taking home their first Grand Prix final title here in Tokyo. In pairs, the one-on-one matchup, Salé and Peltier against Berezhnaya and Sika Redlidze. The 2-time Canadian champions skated awfully well in the free skate, capitalized on a few errors by the 2-time world champions, and had the lead going into the super final. Berezhnaya and Sika Redlidze back to championship form with a few minor errors. That did open the door for Salé and Peltier, who skated to their memorable love story program from last year and wrapped up the Grand Prix final with the gold medal.
6番 Alexei Yagudin-san, Russia.
Number 6, representing Down to the final skater, though, here in the men's short program. Yevgeny Plushenko in the lead over Matt Savoy. But here is Alexei Yagudin, the showdown here in Tokyo. The 20-year-old from St. Petersburg, Russia, who now lives in the U.S., of course. 3-time world champion. And he won the Grand Prix final in 1999. Did not skate in this event last year. He was injured. Depending on who you like to watch skating, probably had the performance of the year in the Grand Prix series. That was back at Skate Canada.
Opens up with the quadruple toe loop. Triple toe loop. How about that, Terry? You know, he's been struggling in practice. And then when he gets under pressure, he just knows exactly what it takes. Usually he gets great height on his triple axel, but not a great landing there.
Peter, at this level, the margin for error is so small that something like that could keep him from getting ahead of Plushenko here in the short program. He opened up the year with a loss to Timothy Gable at Skate America, but then won Skate Canada and won Trophy La Ligue in Paris.
This is a really nice step sequence because of the changes of position that take place. And yet Gooden is just someone that skates from the heart, whether you're watching him in a short program, a free program, exhibition, it doesn't matter.
Awfully hard to split them. Maybe the one little bobble, the only way you can do that between Yagudin and Plushenko. And here's a guy, forget about what he does in practice, forget about his past history. When the lights go on and he takes the ice in a big competition, he's going to come through one way or another. Alexei Yagudin will have his marks when we come back to Tokyo.
State Farm is a proud sponsor of U.S. figure skating because little girls have big dreams, too.
See the 2001 World Figure Skating Championships, March 19th to 25th, live in Vancouver with Dash Tours. 6-night all-event packages or 3-night Final Four event packages, including tickets, accommodation, and optional airfare are available now, but seats are limited. For complete details and reservations, check the internet at dashtours.com or call 1-800-265-0000. That's 1-800-265-0000. One call and you're there.
Yeah, like I could ever get in that kind of shape. Well, you know what? I can. In fact, that is me. I started using EAS nutritional supplements and followed their simple plan. Combines nutrition and exercise. And 8 weeks later, here I am. Wow, look at me.
Get the EAS advantage.
Now it's your turn.
Both these guys woke up with a cold this morning, but not to worry. There are 2 very special Tylenol cold formulas for adults and for children. Each with the proven trusted relief to feel better fast.
Can we get sick again tomorrow, Dad?
Tylenol Cold. Take comfort in our strength.
The International Skating Union, the sports federation that governs figure and speed skating worldwide. With a membership of more than 50 countries, the ISU is responsible for the technical control and the direction of the world's most important skating events. The International Skating Union, bringing you grace, power, speed, and champions since 1892.
He was from the wrong side of the tracks.
What a dog.
She was upper crust, through and through. But when they met, you knew the fur was gonna fly. Coming to the wonderful world of Disney. The network premiere Lady and the Tramp. And get an exclusive sneak peek at the all-new sequel Lady and the Tramp 2, ABC tonight.
ABC Sports goes strong to the hoop. Perennial powerhouse Kansas looks to jam on conference rival Nebraska, plus other regional action. Next on ABC.
Back in Tokyo, which is not only a high-tech capital, but also a place of much history, too. This is the Yasukuni Shrine, honoring the veterans who served their country throughout the years. Well, beyond the yellow brick road, there's a story that's never been told until now. The world premiere event, Life with Judy Garland, Me and My Shadows, airs tonight at 9/8 Central, right here on ABC. Back now with a look at Alexei Yagudin. He's still not off the ice. Got all the flowers and giving out kisses in the front row.
Yagudin started things off right with this quadruple toe loop. Great height on that. And then a nice triple toe loop after that. A little close to the boards, but very good. But here's a look at Yevgeny Plashenko's quadruple toe loop, triple toe. Plashenko getting up into the air nicely on his. They both landed these jumps without any problems. Subtle differences separate them. Now, this is interesting because this is the triple axel, and watch what happens to his landing. He actually is over-rotated and bent over. However, there's really no deduction there because he didn't three-turn out of it. Just not as nice to look at.
And again, if it would come down to that, how small is the margin for error at this level? First set now for required elements. Look at those, Peter.
Well, these are very good marks for Yagudin. He has pulled in a 5.9.
Yeah, Plashenko didn't have that for required elements. Now for presentation, look at the 5.9s, and guess what? 1, 2, 3, 4 of the judges put him in first place as opposed to 3 for Plashenko. Alexei Yagudin has the lead after the short program here in Tokyo. Plashenko in second, and Matt Savoy of the U.S. is in third. So as we check the standings at this point, behind Savoy, Stanik Shanet is in fourth, and Timothy Gable all the way down in fifth, ahead of Ilya Klimkin. Remember, the short program worth 1/3, the free skate worth 2/3. You have to be in the top 2 heading into the super final to have a shot at the gold medal here. So it's been a battle of Russian nerves so far between Yevgeny Plashenko and Alexei Yagudin, with American champion Tim Gable looking to break up the Russian lock. Plashenko fought jet lag and set the bar awfully high with a clean short program as usual. Gable had a tough day, spilling twice.
I'm very upset. I missed 2 of the elements. There's really nothing more to say.
Alexei Yagudin, on the other hand, aimed for perfection and stood up to the test, despite traveling halfway across the world.
My body was telling me, Alex, don't go there, just don't skate.
But go there again he must. Round 2, the men's free skate, starts when we come back to Tokyo.
Dannon Light is different. It's now Dannon Light and Fit, with calcium, protein, 0% fat, healthy active cultures, and more vitamins than before. We've taken our game to a whole new level. New improved Dannon Light and Fit. Light just got fitter.
I was an opera singer, but now I'm a rock and roll singer. On stage, you have to make sure everything looks good. Everything includes your underarms. Before I started using Dove, I would never wear tank tops, never raise my arms. I was very inhibited. I was embarrassed.
Dove combines strong protection with 1/4 moisturizer. It's the antiperspirant that really gets skin.
Now I don't worry about how my underarms look. On stage, off stage, it's made me a lot more confident. I can concentrate on what's important. That's a great feeling.
Oh, you want this now, huh? Yeah. You want this? Go get it!
It's got to be the dog chow. Dog chow is packed with everything your dog needs to build and rejuvenate strong muscles, so he can keep on amazing you day after day. Incredible dog food, incredible dogs. Purina Dog Chow brand. Here's another healthy option. Bring home the great taste and smaller bite-sized shapes of Dog Chow Little Bites. No matter what size your dog, he'll love you for it.
Try it both ways. Most dancers are afraid of losing a step. After I had my stroke, I was afraid I'd never dance again. Now I take Bare aspirin every day, like my doctor said. to help prevent another stroke.
Aspirin is not appropriate for everyone, so be sure to talk to your doctor before you begin an aspirin regimen.
And when my body is sore, I take extra strength Bear. It's that strong. It's great to be back.
Bear. Take it for pain, take it for life.
Introducing Saran Quick Covers.
Cover your lasagna. Cover your pizza. Cover your cantaloupe. Cover your watermelon. Cover your salad.
Saran Quick Covers are the fastest, easiest way to cover just about anything in a snap.
Cover your leftovers.
They stretch easily, they snap snugly. Now you're covered. New Saran Quick Covers. S.C. Johnson, a family company.
What would America be like if African Americans vanished? The economy in total crushed without the $570 billion of purchasing power. Our numerous inventors gone. The sports entertainment arenas, well, enough said. So in total, America wouldn't have flavor. America wouldn't be America.
Yoyogi Stadium here in Tokyo, Japan. It isn't exactly the OK Corral, but it ain't far off. A couple of gunslingers from Russia about to face off once again as the men take the ice for round 2. The ISU Grand Prix of Figure Skating Final presented by Kia Motors. Hi again, everybody. Terry Gannon back with Peter Carruthers now. Advantage Yagudin. In the short program, the judges gave him the nod, Peter, but they both skated very well. What can we expect to see here in the free skate?
Well, I'll tell you, Alexei Yagudin has to be smiling about his lead over Plashenko in the short program. But I think the big message here is that the judges like Yagudin's style over Plashenko's when both skate without mistakes. Yagudin won't win in a practice session, but put 7 judges out there and he just comes alive. Yevgeny Plashenko, on the other hand, he has consistency. He has beaten Yagudin every time this season except once, and it was in this building. He is the only guy in the world to land a quad toe, triple toe, double loop combination. Last year he did it at the Grand Prix final, and it earned him 4 6.0s and a win. Look for that early in the program.
Well, Peter, what about the American? Timothy Gable, who won his first U.S. championship recently in Boston. So far here, he's really struggled.
Oh, in a big way. The new American champion, Timothy Gable, has an uphill battle here. He struggled in the short program with 2 falls. He has 3 quads planned in his free program. If he's going to be successful, he has got to totally refocus right now.
Let's take a look now at the skate order here in the free skate. Remember, it is worth 2/3 of the score for rounds 1 and 2. Timothy Gable up 3rd, Matt Savoy, and then you've got the last 2 skaters, Alexei Yagudin and Yevgeny Plashenko.
2番イリア・クリムキンさん、ロシア。
Number 2, representing Russia, Ilya Klimkin.
The goal here in round 2, get to one of the top 2 spots and have a chance to win the gold medal in the super final round when number 1 meets number 2. On the ice first from Russia, Ilya Klimkin. Not much chance of making the top 2. Ilya is in 6th. But the 20-year-old from Moscow, an upset skater in terms of making it here to Tokyo. Not many expected him to be here, and perhaps he can move up, skate for a bronze medal.
Interpreting Afternoon of a Faun. Beautiful triple axel, triple toe loop. You can see how he went straight up into the air on both of those jumps. He started very well.
Since we first heard of Ilya Klimkin a few years ago, he's been known for his quad jumps. He was the junior world champion in '99, made the Guinness Book of World Records, landing 2 different types of quads in one program. He was the first to do that.
And right there, we did not see the quad. Fell short of the rotation, broke out with the arms, the legs coming apart. That stopped it. Interesting to see that he spins in one direction and then spins in the other. That's hard to do. That's like being a switch hitter in baseball.
Huh. And like most switch hitters in baseball, are skaters better in one direction than the other?
Absolutely.
Klimpkin came in fourth. There's an odd spin.
Yes, and that innovative look that he has means that he spent a lot of time creating these different variations on the spins.
Came in fourth at the Russian National Championships. You had Plushenko, Yagudin, Alexander Apt, who was not here, and then Klimpkin. So there would be an outside chance if he were to light the world on fire here that he could make the Russian world team, but that does not look probable.
Triple flip. Now, when you stand on 2 feet like that, that's considered easy. Judges would much prefer to see.
I think I could do that.
Yes, you can.
What I've noticed watching him, Peter, over the year at least, never seems to kick it into high gear.
I don't think that this program lends itself to do that. I certainly think that he has great innovation within his skating, but you have to couple that with the jumps, and at times the jumps just fall off for Klimpkin.
6th place after the short program. Only way to go is up. We'll see if the judges move him up. Ilya Klimpkin, 20 years old, from Moscow.
The key to a good jump is to get up into the air nice and straight, and he does that here. Beautiful triple axel, triple toe loop. He needed to carry this technique throughout the rest of his program on the various jumps that he was performing. Here's a look at the attempted quad. The left foot jabs into the ice. The arms and legs have to come in together, and the key to making this work is keeping the arms and legs in, but that doesn't happen. You can see them break out, so he only does a triple.
And there's the panel of 7 judges working here in the men's free skate. What about the requirements, Peter?
Well, there's plenty to do in the free program. We'll see jump combinations, triple combinations, quad triple combination, then moves in the field, spirals, spread eagles, all of that connected with footwork.
So some problems for Ilya Klimpkin on the ice, but some good moments as well. We'll see here. The first set for technical merit, the mid-5 range. 5.4 up to 5.6.
5-4.
He's pretty psyched about that, having
Presentation.
some 5.6s in there.
And now the presentation marks. Yeah, Peter, he's pumped.
5-5.
Ilya Klimkin getting things
5-7.
underway here with the men's free skate,
5-8.
round 2.
5-6.
Up next, the U.S. champ Timothy Gable, who had the big early win over Yagudin. That was with a different free skate, though. We see this one for the first time when we come back to Tokyo. Gable is next.
The ISU Grand Prix of Figure Skating Final, presented by Kia Motors. This ABC Sports presentation brought to you by Kia, makers of darn good cars. 10-10-220, great rates all day, every day. State Farm Insurance, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And Vanica, now, up close is up to you. We'll be back with more of the Grand Prix Final after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
Introducing the all-new Kia Optima. Available with a V6 engine, leather interior, plus a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. It's an extraordinary car at an extraordinary price.
Honey, whose car is that in the driveway?
It's yours, Frank.
It is, isn't it?
The new Optima. Who wouldn't be proud? Kia. Darn good cars with a darn good warranty.
My dollar!
I'll get it.
You risked your life for just $1?
Just $1. Is a lion just a cat? Did you know that with 10-10-220, all calls up to 20 minutes are only 99 cents?
Only 99 cents?
Yes, indeedy.
And just 7 cents a minute after that.
And no monthly fee.
That's great.
I get chills just thinking about it. Did you feel a draft?
Dial 10-10-220.
The U.S. national team hosts soccer superpower Brazil, live from the Rose Bowl, Saturday at 4 Eastern on ABC.
Right on target. Now there's a men's hair color made to target only your gray hair. Grecian 5. It's right on target. In 5 easy minutes, Grecian 5 targets only the gray hair, replaces it with subtle tones like your own natural color. Right on target. It matches the rest of your hair for a subtle, natural look. Grecian 5 targets only the gray.
We say yes.
Florida No Fault is part of the Direct family that has over 300 offices across the Southeast. I'm Jackie Adair, and this ad is simple. We want your car insurance business. So how do we do it? We give you what you want. Switch or renew your car insurance to Florida No Fault and receive up to a 30% discount. Florida No Fault will deliver. So don't you think it's time you called Florida No Fault?
Save a lot of money, Florida No Fault.
Gwyneth's Revelation Plus Robert's Big Return next Access Hollywood.
Blue skies here in Tokyo and a great day to go sightseeing. A look at one of the shrines here. This is the Meiji Shrine, honoring one of the many emperors here in Japan. Well, the Disney classic, never before seen on network television, is coming to ABC in a new digitally remastered version. Lady and the Tramp comes your way tonight at 7, 6 Central right here on ABC. Back inside Yoyogi Stadium here in Tokyo, Terry Gannon, Peter Carruthers as the ISU Grand Prix of Figure Skating Final presented by Kia Motors continues the men's free skate round 2. Here is the American champion, Timothy Gable, the 20-year-old from Rolling Meadows, Illinois, lives out in California now. Did not skate very well in the short program at all. Extremely frustrated with his performance, now in 5th place.
for Timothy Gable with his quads. That's what he's known for. That's what the judges expect to see. He's had 2 falls in the competition so far. Quad sal, triple toe, right back on track. Double toe loop. But leaning on that triple axel and having trouble centering that camel. And he's staying in one spot, spinning fast.
He's had the best results in the Grand Prix series of any American in both of the past 2 seasons. The upset win in the first Grand Prix event, Skate America, over Alexei Yagun, a huge upset, and the silver at Nations Cup in Germany for Timothy this season. But as of late, he has not skated up to his standard.
Now the quadruple toe loop, 4 revolutions, and no, he's short. He hits the back of his heel and has a hard fall.
Grand Prix final last season, so if he were not able to move up from 5th place where he is now, it would be a huge disappointment. Went on to finish 11th at the World Championships last season.
Obviously he's fighting through it though with a nice triple axel. Last quad in the program, the quad sal, and they're only a triple.
Finish though.
Yes, I do think that he was able to make something good out of an unfortunate situation that took place when he had that hard fall on the quad.
Didn't give up and came back strong at the end, but not the time to be in a slump if you're Timothy Gable. Not only do you have the Grand Prix final right now, but of course the World's coming up in Vancouver. The U.S. national champion disappointed once again.
For the most part, Timothy Gable is on top of his quads, and he started off right on top of this. This is the quadruple salchow. Great height there, followed up with the double toe loop. Unfortunately, that technique fell off in the program. And here is the quadruple toe loop. He doesn't get the height that is needed for this, and he does not make the rotation and has a very hard fall. And then Another attempt at the quad, and he only does a triple sow cow, so not his best day with the jumps.
Marks for Timothy Gable. Technical merit.
Now the
5-3.
mark says
5-6.
he and Frank Carroll wait.
5-6.
The first set.
5-5.
5.3
5-5.
from the Japanese judge.
5-6.
Up to 5.6,
5-4.
3 of those.
Presentation.
Well, I think that
5-3.
Timothy Gable is somewhat on damage
5-4.
control after that slow start
5-4.
in the short program. It's just been so hard for him to get things going again.
5-2.
Yeah, in fact, since the U.S.
5-3.
Nationals, when he really didn't skate
5-3.
that well, but he did win his first gold medal. Now, the presentation marks 5.2 up to 5.4. Every one of the judges, except the American judge, putting Timothy Gable in second place behind Ilya Klimkin. Still to skate here in Tokyo, the significant names. Yevgeny Plushenko will be last. Alexei Yagudin getting ready backstage. But up next, it's the U.S. skater who won the bronze medal in Boston, Matthew Savoy, who has been quietly on a roll, skating for the first time here in the final. He's next.
See the 2001 World Figure Skating Championships, March 19th to 25th, live in Vancouver with Dash Tours. 6-night all-event packages or 3-night Final Four event packages, including tickets, accommodation, and optional airfare, are available now, but seats are limited. For complete details and reservations, check the internet at dashtours.com or call 1-800-265-0000. That's 1-800-265-0000. One call and you're there.
So then I go over to ESPN's site to see what the big deal is, and all it is like stupid sports. Then they try to sucker you in by giving you this free ESPN email accounts. And I'm all like, if you're gonna give people something free, give them something that they want. See? This is Kathy Cam. It's for keeping drinks cold.
Dannon Light is different. It's now Dannon Light and Fit with calcium, protein, 0% fat, healthy active cultures, and more vitamins than before. We've taken our game to a whole new level. New improved Dannon Light and Fit. Light just got fitter.
When dentures dream, they see the perfect denture cleanser. One with the stain-fighting power of Effordent and the freshening power of Listerine. Well, little friend, dream no more. It's really here. It's called Effordent Plus. It's extra fresh, and nothing gets your dentures cleaner. Effordent Clean and Listerine Fresh. That's Effordent Plus.
Would you dare let someone get this close? Now it's possible. It's not a hair remover. It's the first prescription cream that slows the growth of unwanted facial hair in women. Some may experience mild tingling, burning, stinging, or rash. Ask your doctor about Vanica. Now, up close is up to you.
You knew Judy Garland was a mother.
Guess what? We're gonna have an adventure.
But you didn't know.
I'm going back to Los Angeles, and I'm taking you and Joe with me.
She almost lost her children forever.
I just want to be normal. So you're running out on me too.
The story behind the legend.
I'm not perfect, but I'm a good mother.
Life with Judy Garland.
Well, my whole life, don't you know that?
Me and My Shadows, tonight 9/8 Central on ABC.
This Wide World of Sports update brought to you by Speed Pass. Today's way to pay. It's free from mobile.
This mobile update takes us back to the Ladies' Championship here in Tokyo. It was a battle between the top 4 ladies in the world. American Sarah Hughes came into the final on a roll. She didn't have the perfect performance, however. Some struggles, but she was able to edge out the 99 world champ Maria Butyrskaya to capture the bronze. The super final was a super matchup. Michelle Kwan taking on Irina Slutskaya from Russia. Some uncharacteristic mistakes from the 3-time world champion opened the door for the Russian. Michelle skated first and then had to watch Slutskaya take the ice trying to win gold. Skating to last year's Carmen, Slutskaya stumbled as well, but she was able to edge out Kwan and win the title once again. She stood on the top step of the podium at the Grand Prix final for the second straight year, setting up yet another heated confrontation for the World Championships in March in Vancouver. Now it's back to the men's free skate here at the ISU Grand Prix of Figure Skating Final presented by Kia Motors. And taking the ice, an American, the U.S. bronze medalist, Matt Savoy, who has been on a roll as of late. He is in third after the short program. Very quietly, very steadily, once again, Matt Savoy is in the hunt at a major championship.
Opens up with a triple axel, triple toe loop. He has his shoulders so perfectly positioned over his hips, and that really allows him to get up into the air perfectly.
That's getting to a collection of Celtic and Scandinavian folk music. All the focus on others, just like the national championship, and everyone talked about Eldridge, Gable, and Weiss, and he slid right up to the podium, captured the bronze medal.
Beautiful triple flip, triple toe. You have to appreciate that he skates within his limits, and his jumping technique is so clean and secure, really creates a nice image on the ice.
Play in Peoria. Of course, the saying that means will it play in Middle America? That is the hometown of Matt Savoy, and it fits. He's always right there, does not make mistakes, not flashy, very consistent.
Just ticking off these triples. He just really has it in the bank. He knows what he needs to do to skate through this program without mistakes because he executes it in practice so well. Also, where other men are trying quads and some more difficulty within their program, it can cost them mistakes, where Savoy's right on. He go right up into the triple, double axle. That was supposed to be a triple, but not a huge error. Watch him step right up into the triple Lutz at the end of the program. It takes tremendous strength to go that far down on your leg and then spring into a Lutz. Incredible. I think you got to put Matt Savoy in first place after that performance. It was a very solid program. He skated well. He completed good triples. And it was a clean performance, a well-balanced program.
Everything we've come to expect from the 20-year-old and the junior at Bradley University with a 3.7 grade point average in political science.
This is just wonderful to see him get up into the air so nice and straight. The technique is just what you want to complete two great triples back-to-back. And then, here, the same thing, the triple flip. The reason he can do the second jump so well is because he's so square and centered on the landing to get up for the triple toe loop. This triple flip, that technique is awesome. Triple toe loop. Just what a coach wants when they teach.
Linda Brannon alongside his coach. That's the only coach he has ever had. Now the marks. You got to imagine, you said you should put him in first place. He's got to go in first place so far. Technical merit marks 5.5 to 5.7.
Presentation.
And now the second set, which sometimes he suffers on those, but here 5.4 all the way up to 5.8. And so you look at the judges' placements, 3 second place votes, but then a 4-3 split. He goes into first place over Ilya Klimkin of Russia. Well, the final skater here in the free skate, it will be Yevgeny Plushenko. He's going to have to stick around and watch the performance of the 3-time world champion, Alexei Yagudin, who beat him at the '99 Grand Prix final. They haven't met in the Grand Prix series since.
Mounds and Almond Joy, because everybody needs a 5-minute vacation.
Introducing the all-new Kia Optima. Available with a V6 engine, leather interior, plus a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. It's an extraordinary car at an extraordinary price.
Honey, whose car is that in the driveway?
It's yours, Frank.
It is, isn't it? The new Optima. Who wouldn't be proud? Kia. Darn good cars with a darn good warranty.
Lever 2000, because one person wants soft feeling skin, and another great smelling skin, and another clean skin, and they're all in your family. Lever 2000, for all your family's 2,000 parts.
All right, boys, last card.
I'm gonna raise you $1.
You must have something, boys.
Just $1.
Hey, don't you know about 10-10-220?
What?
Yeah, man, 10-10-220. All calls up to 20 minutes. 99 cents. Just 7 cents a minute after that.
All calls up to 20 minutes for only 99 cents?
See, $1 is worth a lot.
I'm out.
Me too. I call you.
Do you have any 5s?
Go fish.
Dial 10-10-220.
Smell ginger peach. Smell mango. Smell wonderful things that will make your blood pressure say thank you. Feel velvet. Feel leather. Feel your body go limp as it surrenders to total comfort. Feel good about new bedroom furniture because now it's 20 to 30% off. The one-of-a-kind experience of Pier 1. Get in touch with your senses.
Right on target. Now there's a men's hair color made to target only your gray hair. Grecian 5. It's right on target. In 5 easy minutes, Grecian 5 targets only the gray hair, replaces it with subtle tones like your own natural color. Right on target. It matches the rest of your hair for a subtle, natural look. Grecian 5 targets only the gray.
What would America be like if African Americans vanished?
The economy in total crushed without the $570 billion of purchasing power. Our numerous inventors gone. The sports entertainment arenas, well, enough said. So in total, America wouldn't have flavor. America wouldn't be America.
The Rulebook of Figure Skating is brought to you by Dan and Light and Fit. Light just got fitter.
The rulebook of figure skating explains that an axle is the only jump taking off forwards. In this double axle, the skater takes off on a forward outside edge, then completes 2.5 revolutions. The hardest triple jump is the triple axle. The skater completes 3.5 revolutions in the air. Then finally, the triple axle, triple toe loop combination requires tremendous jump technique, including speed into the combination, tight rotation, and controlled landings.
Back in Tokyo, Matt Savoy is the leader here over Ilya Klimkin and Timothy Gable, as we are down to the final two, the two headliners here in the men's free skate of the ISU Grand Prix of Figure Skating final presented by Kia Motors. Alexei Yagudin steps onto the ice.
Number 5.
The three-time world champion had the edge in the short program by a 4-3 split. He was put into first place over Yevgeny Plashenko, but here they go again. Plashenko is next, and they hope to meet in the super final too.
Skating 2, Lawrence of Arabia. He's supposed to do that in combination, but I'm sure he'll try that later on.
This Lawrence of Arabia program, the one he used at the '99 World Championships to win. You may remember him going down kissing the ice after that. It's a great performance. So good he named his dog after Lawrence.
Quadruple toe loop. Look at that. Triple toe loop. Oh, stepped out of it. He was so close to the boards, I think the board spooked him on the landing of the second jump.
He's told you before, though, he likes to jump very close to the boards.
He says that keeps him from swinging on the jumps. It keeps his arms and legs a little more collected on the takeoff. Triple axel, let's see if he goes for the toe, and he did, but it was only a double. This is where Yagudin mounts his charge. He really gets into the character. Great footwork step.
Asked about the rivalry between he and Yevgeny Plashenko, his former training partner. He said, yep, life would be much easier for both of us if one of us didn't exist. But we're both here, so let's deal with it.
Lutz at the end of the program. Love the way he attacks the footwork. Last triple, the triple Salchow. Into a combination spin camel. Sit spin. Back sit. Yeah.
Well, he told us he is exhausted at this point. The time difference between here and the East Coast where he lives, you can see him gasping for air here at the end of this program. And he looked a bit tired on the ice, didn't he, Peter?
And toward the end, he did fall off a little bit, but I don't think he lost his passion or the spirit that he has within his skating that is so interesting to watch.
Always had a pretty good time out on the ice, too. Alexei Yagudin.
Opened up with a huge triple axel, takes off forwards, and what he does so well here is he jumps up into the air. He goes way up high, covers the ice quite well, and then has a very strong back for a good landing. And he followed through with his quad, but the problem was I think he was a little too close to the boards. He may like that, but watch what happens on the second jump. Gets so close that he just doesn't check out, and he sees the sign and the board so close. I think that really spooked him at the end. And then this is the triple flip. Nice height there, followed up by the triple toe loop.
He says he points everything toward the end of the year. He's not ready halfway through, maybe at the Russian Nationals or the Europeans, but at the Grand Prix final, then the World. That's what he focuses on. Matt Savoy in the lead right now. Remember that. Technical merit marks, all 5.8s.
These are really solid marks, and Yagudin wasn't even at his best.
And now presentation marks, Peter, and look at those. The 5.9s across the board except for the 5.8. Those are extremely high, and you're right, he wasn't at his best, but he takes the lead over Matt Savoy. It will not be easy to top, but it's up to Yevgeny Plishenko. 5-1 on the season, the one loss here in Japan to Yagudin. He's next after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
Introducing the all-new Kia Optima. Available with a V6 engine, leather interior, plus a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. It's an extraordinary car at an extraordinary price.
Honey, whose car is that in the driveway?
It's yours, Frank.
It is, isn't it?
The new Optima. Who wouldn't be proud? Kia. Darn good cars with a darn good warranty.
Oh, you want this now, huh? Yeah. You want this? Go get it! It's got to be the dog chow.
Dog Chow is packed with everything your dog needs to build and rejuvenate strong muscles so he can keep on amazing you day after day. Incredible dog food, incredible dogs. Purina Dog Chow brand. Here's another healthy option. Bring home the great taste and smaller bite-sized shapes of Dog Chow Little Bites. No matter what size your dog, he'll love you for it.
He was from the wrong side of the tracks.
What a dog.
She was upper crust, through and through. But when they met, you knew the fur was gonna fly. Coming to the wonderful world of Disney. The network premiere Lady and the Tramp. And get an exclusive sneak peek at the all-new sequel Lady and the Tramp 2, ABC tonight.
Europe's elite skaters compete to establish dominance before the World Championships. The European Figure Skating Championships, Saturday at 2 Eastern on ABC.
I've discovered a natural way to lose weight and feel great. Drug-free Dexatrim Natural. Its unique formula works to curb your appetite, while its dual-action metabolizer helps you burn fat and gives you added energy. Dexatrim Natural. Lose weight, feel great.
We connect optical fiber in some pretty tight places, so I'm not surprised when my back gets a little tight. When it does, I reach for Icy Hot. It goes on icy to dull the pain, then gets hot to relax it away. So when things get tight, I call an Icy Hot.
New cars cause big bucks. If your car runs good, looks bad,
Get our Mako Supreme Plus deal. A great paint package at half price. Now only $225.
It's a limited time offer. For the center nearest you, call 1-888-MAKO-USA.
Parents are clueless about the underground drug culture of ecstasy. If you don't know about it, how can you fight it?
Come with us inside the world of ecstasy. In my special report, I'll tell you what to look for before it's too late.
Don't miss 28 Tampa Bay News tonight at 11.
Here's a live look at current conditions from your 24-hour forecast station.
Welcome back to Tokyo. In a city this large, it's no surprise many people take the subway every day, and there's a guy who really is in need of a spatula. Get that guy inside there. Well, with the Salt Lake City Olympics just a year away, a victory at the World Championships is even more meaningful. Michelle Kwan and Arena Slutskaya are among the best from around the globe, battling it out in the most important skating event of the year. The World Figure Skating Championships comes your way here on ABC Sports starting March 24th. Meanwhile, we are down to the final skater here in round 2 for the men at the ISU Grand Prix of Figure Skating Final presented by Kia Motors. Will it be Alexei Yagudin or this man, Yevgeny Plushenko, who will lead going into the super final? Plushenko came in second in the short program. The 18-year-old from Volgograd, Russia, who has lived and trained in St. Petersburg now for a number of years. The defending Grand Prix champion.
Now remember, right before Plushenko skated, he had to listen to all the high scores from Alexei Yagudin. Let's see if he can hold up to this pressure, because he knows Yagudin is in a very strong lead at this point. Here's the quad. Beautiful. Quad toe, triple toe, double loop combination. It's just routine, Terry.
The oohs and ahs in this arena. Thought there were fireworks going off. That's something to watch.
Triple axel, triple toe. He's not affected at all by what Yagudin has done. He's into his own game here. Lutz. Oh, he's just barreling through these jumps, getting good height. And look at the way he explodes out of the jumps. Good speed. Right into the next move.
This fall, Yevgeny began studying at the Academy of Physical Culture in St. Petersburg. He beat Yagudin at the Russian Nationals, beat him at the European Championships, lost to him at the Japan Open right here.
triple flip. Oh, flipped out on the landing there. Didn't see the continuous edge that we expect from him. Little mistake. Right back on that triple loop. Flexibility he has right here in this spin. Back sit. Last item in his program. Well, Plushenko certainly met the challenge that was put down by Alexei Yagudin. A very strong performance by him. 7 triples, 1 quad.
But what do you think? Has the pendulum swung back Plushenko's way now after Yagudin had the edge in the short program?
Well, personally, I like the style and artistry of Yagudin better than I do Plushenko, but I think we're going to see scores that are really close, and it's going to be a close one between these two. But as far as the skating went, Plushenko probably edged out Yagudin. This was absolutely incredible. He does it every time, the quadruple toe loop. 4 rotations right there. And what makes this so good is the fact that he's able to really keep his timing, and he doesn't rush, so the jump works 3 times. Quad, triple, double. Amazing to see. And this is a very nice triple axel, triple toe combination. Huge. And then at the end of the program on this triple Salchow, a little bit of a problem here. Watch what happens with the left foot. It doesn't go out and back. He has to put it down. So that was a mistake for him right there. Not a huge error.
Alongside Alexei Mishin, his coach, remember Yagudin had 5/8 across the board for technical merit. Let's look at these. Technical, well, consistency. 5/9s all the way across, Peter.
Yeah, well, you can't deny what he did out there. He had very strong jumps, and he was really fast all the way through the program.
Crowd just saw the presentation marks, too. The 5/8, the rest 5/9s, and one perfect 6.0 from the Bulgarian judge. So 5 of the 7 judges put Yevgeny Plushenko into first place ahead of Alexei Yagudin. Yagudin had the edge in the short program, Plushenko the edge here in the free skate. How do you split them in the super final? They'll be going head-to-head in just a moment. Matt Savoy, how about his performance so far? He is in 3rd place ahead of Ilya Klimkin. But coming up, the 2 best skaters in the world, they're going to face off once again here in Tokyo. Plushenko, Yagudin, the gold medal on the line at the ISU Grand Prix of Figure Skating final next.
At moments like this, does your antiperspirant kick in? Hers does.
Okay. You know, there was a...
Degree. Your body heat turns it on when you need it most.
You see, we're having a baby.
Body heat activated Degree. Bring on the heat.
Boy, you sure faked him out back there.
Who's faking?
We are healthy, strong, energetic, even sexy. We drink Ensure when we can't eat nutritious foods like these. Ensure has vitamins and minerals like in vegetables, calcium like in milk, and protein like in fish. From Ensure High Calcium to Ensure High Protein to Ensure Plus, it's a source of complete balanced nutrition, so we can get the most out of life. Ensure, drink to your health. And now Ensure is richer, creamier, and tastes better than ever in delicious new tastes.
Got your Pop-Tarts?
Yeah, got it. Got my toaster strudel?
Of course. When are you gonna get your own toaster strudel?
Pillsbury toaster strudel, like Pop-Tarts, only better. Warm, flaky pastry, juicy fruit filling, and do-it-yourself icing.
So, what do you do with all those Pop-Tarts?
Something better just popped up in your grocer's freezer.
Pillsbury toaster strudel.
Not one of these pain relief products is FDA approved to treat all the same migraine symptoms as prescription medicines. But Excedrin Migraine is. It's FDA approved to relieve all your migraine symptoms. Head pain, sensitivity to light, sound, even nausea. It's the only FDA approved formula with the same enhancing ingredient as some prescription medicines. Excedrin Migraine. Powerful relief without a prescription.
Beginning Tuesday, every question answered, every clue uncovered, every secret revealed.
The game comes down to this moment.
This is your last chance to solve the mystery. Who is the mole? The two-part finale begins Tuesday at 8/7 Central on ABC.
ABC Sports goes strong to the hoop. Perennial powerhouse Kansas looks to jam on conference rival Nebraska, plus other regional action. Next on ABC.
The ISU Grand Prix of Figure Skating Final presented by Kia Motors. This ABC Sports presentation brought to you by Kia, makers of darn good cars. Ralston Purina Company of Checkerboard Square. And Pier 1, get in touch with your senses.
In Russia, they were once training partners.
Did you learn anything from Alexei Yagudin when you were training together?
Nothing. Three-time world champion Alexei Yagudin and three-time Russian champion Yevgeny Plushenko on and off the ice. Their relationship is chilly.
Nobody cares who is Russian national champion. I was never Russian national champion, but I still won like two-time European title and three-time world.
The World Championship is a title his rival has never won. But so far in the Grand Prix, it's been advantage Plushenko. 3 events, 3 victories. Another jab just weeks ago. He stood atop the medal stand at Europeans. So now in this rivalry that has never been hotter, there's a score to be settled.
I think like Russian, my enemy is my enemy.
Dig in. A Russian standoff is next. There's not a better one-on-one matchup in figure skating today than the one we're about to watch here at the ISU Grand Prix of Figure Skating Final, presented by Kia Motors. Terry Gannon, Peter Carruthers back with you here in Tokyo, set for the Super Final. The men's championship on the line between the two Russians. Yevgeny Plushenko, of course, won the free skate. He took the lead. Yagudin won the short program. None of that matters now, though. The slate is wiped clean. They go head-to-head for the championship here, Peter.
Well, Yevgeny Plushenko has set himself up perfectly for the finals. He's undefeated. He's trained. If anything, it's going to be a case of not giving too much power to his jumps with all of the extra adrenaline that he has. This is going to be a big showdown. For Alexei Yagudin, he is the type of an athlete that just wipes the slate clean before the most important performances. He can get into the zone and concentrate on what he needs to do. Most important will be to land his 2 quads, then let the music carry him through, and he skates last, so that's a perfect draw.
Just the 2 men out there warming up. You never see that because, of course, you're always part of a warm-up group, at least 5 or 6 skaters out there, but just Yagudin and Plushenko on the ice warming up before they settle this championship. Former training partners, this is what they have done over the past 2 seasons in the major competitions, the Europeans, the Russian Nationals, and the World Championships. Plushenko is 4-1 against Alexei Yagudin, but that one was at the World Championships in Nice last year.
Representing Russia, Yevgeny Plushenko.
No words were spoken, no good luck handshake before this one. Yevgeny Plushenko on the ice first by way of draw. Peter, before they get underway, who do you like here?
I'm going to pick Yagudin, believe it or not, because I think he has everything that it takes in his program with that great number to Gladiator.
Here we go. Plushenko up first.
He will open up with the very difficult quadruple toe, triple toe loop, double loop combination. He had to take the double loop out because he was moving too slow for the third jump.
So a bit of a concession early on from Plushenko.
The two quads in his program are at the beginning, and here is the second one. Quad toe. And he put in the triple toe loop, double loop. What a gamer to strategize like that. That takes guts.
Couldn't do it a moment ago. He threw it in right away. Outside of the major competitions, the Nationals, the Europeans, the Worlds, Plushenko did lose to Yagudin in another event this season. That was right here in Japan. But for the most part, he has dominated Alexei over the last 2 seasons.
Right foot will pick in for this triple Lutz. He has a great ability to spin fast in the air.
So many times skaters will say, I don't think about the other competitors in an event. But these two, it's gotten to the point where if either one wins a competition and the other one is not there, it's a shallow victory in many ways. And they will tell you that. They always refer to one another down the line at the World Championships, Europeans, the Nationals having to meet each other.
But Terry, look at the energy he's got in his skating. He is in such great shape. His stamina could not be better. Triple flip. He's home.
There you go.
He came into this finals in such terrific shape, so trained, and what he can do is really call in all of those hours of practice because he is so perfect in practice, and he can rely on that. He doesn't have to worry when the pressure's on.
And Peter, this is a reserved crowd here in Japan, but for the first time we see them out of their seats. Yevgeny Plushenko, the 6.0s from the crowd, a standing ovation here in Tokyo. And Alexei Yagudin already out there warming up. He had to listen to those cheers just a moment ago. We don't know whether he watched the program or not, but he knows that it was awfully good.
Yevgeny Plushenko really was on top of his quads. This is the opening quadruple toe loop. He was supposed to do a triple toe loop, double loop, but he was only able to do the triple toe loop. But how about this a little bit later? The quad toe loop, the triple toe loop. And he said, I didn't do the double loop last time, so I'll do it right here. What an amazing statement. Bringing those feet in to create the rotation. He's so fast, and that allows him excellent rotation throughout. And a very solid landing. Perfection. Makes great use of this right foot jabbing in. That vaults him up into the air. Very strong with the upper body and a very smooth landing. Couldn't be better.
So Plushenko alongside his coach, Alexei Mishin, of course, the former coach of Alexei Yagudin. Here we go. Technical merit marks extremely high. 5.8s, 5.9s.
Well, they really have left very little room for Yagudin at this point. They can't deny Plushenko because he was so excellent in the jumps.
Look at the shake of the head by Alexei Mishin. He expected better, perhaps. The presentation marks, a couple of 5.8s, and the rest 5.9s. He wanted a 6.0. He got it from the crowd, but not the judges. So now it is up to the three-time world champion from Russia who lives and trains in the U.S., plans to make the United States his home and bring his mother over from Russia to live here as well. Gladiator is up for an Academy Award. What about a Grand Prix championship? That's the program straight ahead for 20-year-old Alexei Yagudin. His chance now to win gold here in Tokyo.
He has no room for error. Up with the quadruple toe loop. The first, I don't believe it, he almost hit the boards. But that's how focused he is. Beautiful. But remember, Plushenko did 2 quads, and now he's got to stay focused and do the second quad. Here it is. No.
The margin for error so small that that's it?
I don't want to say yes. He has got to skate and really bring the character in here. Triple axel, triple toe, very solid. Just depends upon how much momentum he can bring into the rest of this program.
Two men that have owned this title the past 2 seasons. Yagudin in '99. Last year, the injury, wasn't able to compete. Plushenko won the Grand Prix championship in 2000.
Tough combination coming up here. First, the triple flip, followed. No. Supposed to do a triple loop after that. Look at the height on that triple axel. Just huge. Saukow. Putting in the triple Lutz right there. Character really coming out this program, building toward the end.
What a matchup. He had the mistake, Peter, but that's a program that we have seen in the past. At Europeans, for example, he had mistakes in the program because it's such a powerful ending, though, and it builds momentum. He made it close against Plashenko, who was nearly perfect.
Plashenko was very good, as was Yagudin, but I think that in this case, Plashenko did outskate Yagudin. However, those marks that we're going to see for presentation are really going to tell the story, and we have to wait to see what happens there.
And we must say that reaction of the audience certainly stronger for Plashenko's program than it was at the end of this one from Alexei Yagudin.
This is absolutely remarkable that he was able to stay so focused with this quadruple toe, triple toe. Look how high he gets in the air, but watch what happens here. His foot almost hits the boards, but he just went right through that. Amazing. Here is the second quad that he had. Unfortunately, at the end, he leans forward and just has a sloppy landing. He had a great first quad, but it didn't work on the second one. And this is the triple Lutz that was at the end of the program, throwing that in, trying to rack up the credit on the first mark.
Hanging his head right now, but now he's going to take a look at the marks, the technical merit marks. You know he'll suffer a little bit on these because of the mistakes. 5.8, 5.9 from the French judge.
Considering the mistakes, really pretty solid marks.
And now the second set for presentation, and those are not enough. 5 of the 7 judges, as the two men shake hands, 5 of the 7 putting Evgeny Plashenko ahead of Alexei Yagudin. It's Plashenko, the 18-year-old who wins the gold medal, the championship, here at the Grand Prix final. And Yagudin is exhausted.
Both of these men have really put forth great programs, and they really advanced men's figure skating. That was an amazing competition.
It was extremely close. Both skaters receiving marks in the 5.8, 5.9 range, but Plashenko had the edge. He is the gold medalist. Yagudin settles for the silver, and Matt Savoy of the U.S. able to capture the bronze medal here in Tokyo. Well, our MCI WorldCom winning moment, it comes from the champion's effort in the super final here, Peter.
The only man to do this, a quad toe, triple toe, double loop combination, 9 rotations. Amazing.
And now Plashenko, he is 5-1 against Yagudin in the last 6 matchups in major competitions between the two. And they will do it all over again at the upcoming World Championships. What a great finish to the men's competition here in Tokyo at the Grand Prix final. again next Saturday with our coverage of the European Championships from Bratislava, Slovakia. ABC Sports is online at ESPN.com. Keyword ABC Sports. This has been a presentation of ABC Sports, continuing the tradition of excellence.
Promotional consideration provided by National Car Rental, the official car rental company of Disneyland and Walt Disney World Resort.
This season, there's only one event so powerful. TV Guide is giving it 5 separate covers and saying this is heroic acting. You can't take your eyes off any of it.
You were sensational.
I was, wasn't I?
Live with Judy Garland, Me and My Shadows, tonight, 9/8 Central on ABC.
You gotta eat. What are you doing? You gotta eat.
You gotta eat a Checkers Big Chicken Sandwich. Now just 99 cents. It's big. It's all white meat seasoned just right. Served hot and fresh with crisp lettuce and mayo. Checkers Big Chicken Sandwich. Now just 99 cents. And play the Checkers Hot Food Cool Car Sweepstakes. You could drive away winning 2 T-Birds, a cool vacation, or other great prizes.
After I had my kids, I gained so much weight. I tried every diet, but only Nutrisystem worked. I lost 80 pounds, and now I'm back in a size 8. The Nutrisystem plan is easy, convenient, affordable, and the food tastes great. Look, I understand where you are. I never thought I could feel this good about myself again, but I did it, and I know you can too. Nutrisystem.com will make it happen.
Log on to Nutrisystem.com and get 1 week of food free.
Gwyneth's Revelation Plus, Robert's Big Return, next Access Hollywood.
With the postseason approaching, St. John's and Villanova wonder if they'll be part of March Madness or just mad they missed out. The Wildcats host the Red Storm in a critical Big East battle. Next on ABC. He's just a freshman, but if you haven't had a chance to watch Omar Cook play, you're in for a treat. Leads the nation in assists, St. John's against Villanova. And welcome to NCAA Basketball, presented by Payne Weber. John Saunders alongside Digger Phelps. It has been up and down seasons for both of these teams, but for St. John's, there's something at stake. If they win out, they have a chance to take the #2 seed in the East to the Big East tournament and have a first-round bye.
Well, Anthony Glover's been hot, and if he can get points in the paint, that's going to be very important for St. John's. Omar Cooks has got to do better than shoot 4 for 24, which he's been the last 2 games. Villanova had 23 turnovers in game 1. As good as Bradley's been playing, shooting 72% in his last 6 games from the field, it's still got to be turnovers cut down. Nova has that chance to get that done.
Another important game in the Big East being played right now. West Virginia has a chance for the #2 seed in the West, and Seton Hall has to find their way into the tournament. Rutgers right on their heels.
Well, you got to love Calvin Bowman. Just beat him up today. Double-double in the first half. Got it done. Big win for West Virginia.
St. John's and Villanova coming up. Michael Bradley on Tuesday night, 22 points, 18 rebounds against West Virginia.
What's my investment strategy? How about buy things before they go up?
For a personal financial plan, please press 5.
I'm going to pay for this.
What was I?
This market's still got a lot of upside.
This market's going south.
Why didn't they write this last month?
Can't believe Dad thought he could check stock prices on this thing.
Okay, 2 of your stocks are up. What about the other 15?
Thank you, Payne Weber.
You want me?
Back off! He's a killer!
Poor Daddy. He's totally outnumbered.
St. John's and Villanova, 22 points, 18 rebounds against West Virginia.
He's totally outnumbered.
22 points, 18 rebounds against West Virginia.
Even the cat's a girl.
Sorry, guys, but sometimes it's just a woman's world. That's why we're proud to introduce Women's Tylenol Menstrual Relief, specially formulated for more complete relief of a woman's menstrual symptoms.
Maybe he needs a dog.
New Women's Tylenol Menstrual Relief.
Bye, ladies.
Bye, Dad.
Come on back, that's good. Watch the truck there.
Yeah, thanks to its 32-valve I-Force V8 and single-piece frame rails with 9 cross members, the Toyota Tundra can carry up to 2,000 pounds of whatever.
Okay, she's loaded. Good. Now let's go back and build me some girlfriends.
The Toyota Tundra, better from the ground up.
Step on it, Bob. Just because you're single doesn't mean I have to be.
What would America be like if African Americans vanished? The economy in total crushed without the $570 billion of purchasing power. Our numerous inventors gone. The sports entertainment arenas, well, enough said. So in total, America wouldn't have flavor. America wouldn't be America.
The pavilion is packed at Villanova, Pennsylvania, St. John's and Nova. NCAA Basketball presented by Payne Weber. Take a look at the Big East standings. We'll put the two divisions together and note that St. John's record better than you might expect in conference. 8-5. Villanova, though, 1 game under 500, 6-7. Folks, let's tell it just like it is. This is probably a loser-out game as far as the NCAA is concerned. Dick, let's start with St. John's. Omar Cook, you've been telling me we're going to love his game today.
Well, you're going to like his game, Brad. He's a penetrator, leads the nation in assists as a freshman. Could be the first freshman to lead the country. And I'll tell you something, St. John's still has an outside shot for the big tournament, but they need that W today, and Cook better be superb.
They better find a way to shut down one Michael Bradley, the big man for Nova, who transferred for Kentucky. Folks, he's already got championship ring. That's right, he wins down at Kentucky and then transfers up here. He's pretty good.
Oh, he's really good. He can shoot the rock. He leads the nation in field goal percentage. Once he touches the basketball and lets it go, 70%. 22-18, as John Saunders said in his last game. Michael Bradley is big time, but the key for Villanova is they better not turn the ball over. They turned it over 23 times against St. John's in their first meeting, and that led them to the losers' locker room.
Time now for our Toyota starting lineups. It'll be Coach Mike Jarvis. This is his 3rd season at St. John's. He's won 70% of his games since taking over. Cook, Shaw, Fordham, Glover, and Emanuel, the starting 5 for Jarvis and St. John's. For Steve Lapis in Villanova, it's Buchanan, Snowden, Matthews, Wright, and Michael Bradley, the 6'10" junior. And here is Coach Steve Lapis. He was an assistant under Rolly Massimino when Nova won the national championship back in 1985. Folks, we've got 3 count